What's going on, everybody? This is Doug with the McCurdy Outdoors channel, and today I thought I'd go over my entire GPS setup. So first things first, I'm just using an old smartphone, but literally any smartphone nowadays that has GPS, most of them do, and any tablet that has GPS enabled or has a GPS chip in them will work. But since I had this laying around, this is what I use. It's convenient, it's easily chargeable, and what I did was I bought just the belt clip, I think on Amazon for pretty cheap. And all it does is sit clicked in. I just used 3M tape to hold that. And I put the phone in, lock it in place, and it's worked out perfect for the last 2 seasons or so. And I don't really see a need to upgrade. I do know that the smartphone I'm using, it's probably 4 or 5 years old, so it's not the most responsive. But as far as accuracy, it works. What you're seeing on the map is last week's ride up through Placerville. And that's, I guess, the cookie crumb method of the tracks that we actually rode. And most GPSs will do that. I know I prefer Backcountry Navigator, what this is, but Onyx, Polaris Ride Command, Lifetime Maps, they all have the same, I guess, basic layout that you download the map to your phone or the section you're going to be riding in. You put your phone in airplane mode, which you can see the little airplane up at the top, and then set your phone to GPS device only. So if we go down to my settings, you'll see location is device only, and it is in airplane mode. So I'm basically set up to where it's not using a whole lot of battery. I do want to mention that prior to your trip that you do need to download the specific area you're going to, so you don't have to access the internet to reach the map. The map's already pre-installed on your phone. That way you can use your phone in an offline mode on device only for the GPS, and it'll track where you're actually at instead of just showing you a blank screen. So right now I do have, if I go to my map layers, it's on a pre-built map, and under my save folders I do have Deadwood, Idaho City, Wallowa, Whitman, and Cuddy Mountain. And that's just because I ride that area quite a bit. If I know I'm going to somewhere different, I will download a different area. But my fail-safe is my pre-built map with Idaho. So if I zoom out quite a bit, it pretty much shows the entire state, which is awesome, but also kind of a downfall because it doesn't show all of the Forest Service roads or BLM modes. And even in this position, the GPS says that you need a clear view of the sky. And I know this isn't ideal with the roof right there, but I've never had any connectivity issues. It's always connected up just fine. And I know a lot of other people that will run them either through the steering column over here on the right with a RAM mount, or even off this front roll bar with some kind of RAM mount. And I guess that's their personal preference. I like mine right here. You do have to look down to see it, and it is a smaller screen. But if you have something handy, this is just my old phone. When I upgraded, I just had this sitting around. I do plan on buying maybe a 7 or 8 inch tablet, but it's just not high on the priority. Overall, it's been great. The phone hasn't rattled out. The only time it has fallen is when I haven't clipped it in. It's just sitting here when I've been picking it up frequently. But overall, great setup, at least in my mind. And the box is still accessible. The phone won't fall. But overall, if you guys have questions or concerns, let me know. This is what works best for me. Not everybody likes this. It does have some downfalls just because of the dust accumulation that will lay on the screen, especially in the summer, since it's tilted. It's kind of at somewhat of an angle right there, so dust does accumulate. And water and mud, I mean, it's kind of a given. You're in a side-by-side. So anyway, put your thoughts and comments below, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. But this has been McCurdy Outdoors, and I'll catch you guys on the next ride. But don't forget, the adventure awaits.